So my news today is that as I thought the weather was going to be really bad, the forecast was like really damp and cold, 4 degrees, high winds, but it's actually turned out quite nice. When I booked the meal for at the Lions Inn tonight, I noticed that on their website that they had a room that you could also get.
Have you booked a room, have you? You cheeky bagger. It'd be great outside.
Tom's wiggling. Scooby wiggle.
She is doing that behind you, mate.
Scooby wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Welcome back to Scooby-Dee, and guess what? We made it. Both of us, a train from London and a train from Manchester, arriving at 11:25. Well, John might have been slightly earlier, so he got the sandwiches. By the way, this is John.
Hi guys.
So John used to rent a room off me many years ago, and I told him about the Coast to Coast walk, and I think I planted a seed. So he's done it in 3 different sections. How's it been going so far, John?
Yeah, really good. Unfortunately, I had a little bit of an iffy start to it. I was planning on doing it all in one go, and my knee managed to give out for it. So since then I've been doing it in like 3-day chunks, and what a route. I mean, the people you meet, the places you get to see, definitely a great thing to do.
There you go. So if you haven't done the Coast to Coast, you should get on it. We're now almost halfway between Danby Wisk and
Bluebell Inn?
the Bluebell Inn, which is in something cross, isn't it? Ingleby
Cross.
Ingleby Cross. Where we're going to stop in a cake shop for what cake are you going to get, John?
Oh, I have no idea what's on offer. I like a good carrot cake though.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking scone if they've got clotted cream.
Oh, fair play.
Scoobs, this is where we are. We're on a path at the moment. This part of the Coast to Coast is probably the dullest part, but then when we get to, you can't see the hills because the rain's moving in. This is the bit that I've been waiting for. The hill of oh shit, what's it called again?
Arncliffe.
No, it's not Arncliffe, is it?
It is Arncliffe.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, Arncliffe's in the other side of the Lake Districts.
Oh, no, you're right.
Yeah, we don't know what we're talking about, do we?
I think it is Arncliffe.
Angleby Cross?
No, I think this hill is Arncliffe.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm going to find out.
Is it Arncliffe Woods?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. Anyway, those woods up there, I don't think are called Arncliffe Woods, but between the two of us, we should be able to navigate our way to the top where we're staying tonight by a reservoir, so we can get some water. But before we get there, we've got a tea shop that we're going to, and I am really looking forward to that. 140 miles to St Bees. There we go, that's where John's come from. And 50 miles to Robinhoods Bay. That's what we like the sound of. Scooby, some water here. Scooby, water. So John, what wonders of these cakes are you going to have?
Oh, the cappuccino cake is absolutely wonderful. Look at it. So I'm going to try that one up, and I'm having a scone. I'm caved.
Man, they've got a timer, and they've got a timer as well. Turn it over. This tea comes with a timer, how about that? Now is that impressive or what?
I think this is dessert, right? So scone first.
So this is only the starter of what John's ordered. I mean, he's gone to town, but he has just done 360 kilometres of cycling before starting this 4 days of coast to coast. So he's allowed to have a real chocolate, melted Ecuadorian chocolate. Wow,
that's good.
And a cappuccino cake, and we're also both having a scone.
I am very much a fatty.
But I'm quite impressed with this though, because it's all about good tea, really. I was going to go for the Assam, but I thought we'll give the English breakfast a go.
Oh, you can't have yours yet. You've got to win.
That's a good sized slice as well.
Yeah.
I think he only chose that because he knows I don't like coffee. Get on it down, I'm like.
I didn't know you didn't know coffee. Like, I am a sort of camel feed.
Well, I thought he was going to go for that white one that looks like it's full of sugar. Lime or something. Lime and... Thank you very much. So you'll like that. Hey Scoobs, there's something for you here. You're getting on the Wall of Fame. Scooby's going on the Wall of Fame of the cafe here.
Hall of Fame.
Look at that, she just knows how to pose for the camera. Controversial. Scones.
Definitely
Cream on first or jam?
Definitely cream.
I do jam first because the jam sticks better, whereas if you put the jam on top of the cream, it's going to get wiped all over. Go on, what's your philosophy?
The cream's like a bit more structural, isn't it? So it kind of sits on top, and then you can place the jam on top of it.
I feel that the jam's more structural, and the cream floats on top.
No.
Well, mine's just completely fallen apart.
Yeah.
So we've just finished our lovely meal in the coffee shop. I think John sort of bought so much stuff that you could call it a meal. He's got a sugar high. And we're walking up to find somewhere to camp tonight. We've got a couple of hours left of light, but we're walking up the Arncliffe Woods, right? Got it right that time.
We got it correct. It was the Arncliffe Woods.
So here's a view of that. There we go. Just walking up this path. It looks fairly steep when we're standing down there, maybe 150 metres, 200 metres. One of the questions that I'm asking John here, who's tech guy John, and he's actually going to start his own YouTube channel called Johnny Proton.
Yeah,
Johnny Proton. Is next year me and Scoobs hope to do the whole coast to coast again. Can you come over this side please, Scoobs? You're just in the way. I can't. Okay, right. Next year, I hope to do the coast to coast again, and I was just saying to John, is it worth? John's got a Garmin watch, and it just tells him, like, it beeps at him and says, "You're going the wrong way." Well, not quite, but it sort of feels that way because we haven't gone wrong yet, and we've seen other people go wrong across a cow field. So the question is whether to go paper or digital. What do you think, John?
So I am a big tech person, right? So, you know, my work is, and I've just always been a big geek. So I'm always going to go digital. But even so, I still always bring a dead tree backup, so a bit of paper. So, I mean, it depends on how much money you're willing to spend, right? Because it is bloody convenient having the digital version, but you can get by just fine with a map. You know how to read one, don't you, Darren?
Yeah, that's right.
So
that's
it's your choice, really.
Last time I bought this guidebook that came with a small pull-out map, so it's like a pamphlet.
Yeah.
And it just gives you the OS of the course that you want to go on.
Yeah.
Give or take about a mile or 2 kilometres each side.
Which is exactly what I've got, the A to Z one.
Right, okay,
Yeah.
that's what you've got in a pamphlet.
Yeah.
Okay, oh, it's an A to Z.
Yeah. Walker's A to Z. It's the best one I've found. It's literally a proper OS map.
Yeah.
But it's literally only the route for the coast to coast.
Okay, I'll look for that. That's what I did last time. I did go wrong a few times, but only because I was talking to people and I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
So do you download that for your what?
No, so it's you've got to get the right model that allows it.
Okay.
So like I've got a Phoenix 5X, which is the one that has a base map. So
Phoenix 5X, check that out.
it's the one to go for.
Got wings.
Many of them.
Everyone always says that Scooby is the happiest dog we've ever met. I don't know, I always thought Cocker Spaniels were happy, but everyone always says they've never seen a dog so happy to see you, the whole plum's wiggling. Scooby wiggle.
She is doing that behind you, mate.
Scooby wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Rise above the clouds and see where all the falls are kept us strong. Never did I mean no wrong, 'cause I ain't looking back. Ain't looking back. Ain't looking. Ooh.
There you go, here's a Scoob that's been running in and out of the edge like consistently, having the time of her life. Bit of a climb that one, isn't it? Not for Scoobs though. Scoobs ran up and down it about 4 times.
Ain't looking back. Ain't looking back. Ain't looking back. Ain't looking back. Ain't looking
So just coming up to our reservoir campsite for the night. Still pretty early to be honest as well, so I think it's like what, 5 o'clock sort of thing. So it's 20 to 8 in the morning up at our little campsite. And I think Old School D is stirring, so we'll go and check out how his night was. As you can see, my tent in a half state of being taken down. Scoobs! How's Old School D doing?
Old School D, Tech John.
How was the night?
John Tech, what was it?
Yeah, Tech John, you were calling me.
Tech John,
Yeah.
Old School D, there you go. Well, I didn't sleep that well last night. I just kept on waking up.
Ah, okay, yeah.
I think I'm going to put that down to first time in a tent for quite a while. Going to bed on that full stomach, I don't think my stomach was quite
Oh, did not like it?
It was a little bit like I needed half an hour to let it go down. I think it was a bit heavy. I mean, this was 1,000 calories of superfood.
It was. So you needed a little bit of time around the fire or something, doing a bit of singing.
Yeah, so I didn't sleep that well, but I guess enough. How about yourself?
Yeah, pretty good to be fair. Yeah, no, I slept pretty well. I was kind of like very much happy with the full stomach, I think. Although I did stay on the phone for a little bit, doing a little bit of just like reading about tech and random normal geekery.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bit of an addiction, isn't it? And we got 4G here, out in the middle of nowhere. Where's the world gone wrong, eh?
Connected with the wild, and there's me looking up how to do React forms and stuff. So what are you gonna
do? Yeah.
But yeah, no.
You can't resist it. Phone
I know.
time.
It is terrible.
There we go. First thing in the morning. Not quite the crack of dawn, but got the BBC World Service on, and just packing up. Now over here is Tech John, and he's one of those people that you just hate because they're always one step ahead of you. As you can see, my tent, it still needs packing down. This guy, he's on it. He's on it already. He's always there. What's going on, John? Nice hat, by the way.
Thank you very much, man. Just fighting with the tent back into the bag.
So later on we're going to see John's tent, which packs down to 1/3 of the size of mine and weighs 1/3 of the weight, and definitely allows him to pack a lot more gear in his 48 litre rucksack there. What do you think, Scoobs? Did you sleep well? Did you sleep well?
But anyway, beautiful morning here. I'm going to finish packing up and do a little bit of water filtering.
Beautiful place to wake up to here, look, you can see. Sun's just coming through the trees. So we're mid-October at the moment. And apparently today it's going to be a high of 14, which is much better than expected. Happy about that. And we're going to get some sun. So we've got a 7.5 hour walk to... Sorry, I'm just giving an excuse there. We've got a 7.5 hour walk to the fantastic Lions Inn, where I've got a room because I thought the weather was going to be bad. So we'll see what John thinks about that, who's Mr. Wildcamp. John Tech. valley of Top Gate. I think it could be that one or the one after it, not sure. But we've got some sun, that's the main thing. How's your pads doing, Scoops? Need to check them in a minute. But in the distance over there, if you can just see it, which looks like a bit like a borstal, is the Lion's Inn.
It's a good 8.5 hour day, but I mean, you probably can't see it very well, but back there we've got the Red Lion Inn, which is our digs for the night. Some awesome food, and yeah, Scoob's been loving it. Darren's been mainly loving it. Going well, going well.
Well, John, we arrived at the Lion's Inn in Blakey Ridge.
Oh yeah.
8.5 hours with stops, and it was every bit as hard as I remember. What do you think?
Yeah, pretty long drag, right? Especially with our little epic off the side of the hill trying to save some height. But you know, no, it was good fun. Really good fun.
Yeah, it was hard work. So what have we got over here? This is the view. A bit of sunset for us, and a bit of smoke. So, on to the Lion's Inn. Look, Scoops. What does that say? It says, yay, the Lion's Inn, Theakston's. Come on, Scoops. You'll get some good cuddles tonight, Scoops. Yeah, I reckon so. Oh, look at these flyers. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's nice to see you, though.
Oh, landlord. Brilliant. Yes. Get this fire going, that's what we need, isn't it? One of my favourite brews here, Ricky Taylor's Landlord. Check that out. They've got Wainwright, which is another really good one. Fact Sheep's okay.
Oh, I was just going on the tablet. Yeah.
And then I haven't had this for a long time, but Old Peculiar, so we'll give that a go. Great selection here.
Yeah, it's very good.
Thank you. These are good, but they've got these like Inglenook fireplaces. Check that out, that's wonderful. Now, we were told not to buy starters, and you can sort of see why. You see how big these are.
Hell yeah.
Look at that. How many sausages you got there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 4 sausages.
Oh man, I think you're gonna have to give me a little slice of one of those sausages.
Maybe. Biggest Yorkshire pudding I've ever seen.
So, after a very warm and filling night at the Lion's Inn, how are you feeling today, John?
Oh, pretty damn refreshed, mate. Pretty damn refreshed.
As you can see, it's quite windy, so I'm speaking loud just so you can hear me.
Get the boom out.
And where are we off to today?
Good question. We are into Grossmount today, aren't we?
Gromont or
Gromont? I have no idea. I am the worst person for pronouncing places.
Phonetically, it looks like Grossmount, I suppose, but I think it's Gromont.
It's my dyslexia, mate. Dyslexia. Blame it on that.
Yeah, intelligent guy normally. So yesterday I drank 3 litres of water and I still felt dehydrated at the end of the day. Don't know why, but anyway, it's good to stop and top the water up. Obviously water weighs a kilo a litre, so with me and Scoops, you don't want to be taking tons of water, but equally you've got to keep it up. Oh, it's now 7:30 on our last day to Robinhoods Bay, and Tech D is up before Tech D.
You're not up.
An old school D is up before John Tech. And this is John Tech's super lightweight tent, which we haven't been able to capture much because we always set the tents up at dark and dismantle them quite early in the morning, so it's pretty dark, but it blends in, you see. It's that sort of wooden brown. Whereas here's old school D's tent, which he's had for 15 years, and I bought it as a festival tent, sort of to get beaten about, and it's still going strong. In fact, last night it rained heavily and it didn't leak at all, and I haven't sealed the seams, so thumbs up to this tent that I bought from Argos for about 30 or 35 pounds. Coleman Splash it's called. How about that? Anyway, look at this place that we've camped up in, right next to a flowing river, so we had this white noise keeping us chilled all night from that little yeah, very beautiful. John's on the decontamination of the water through this little device here. She's going to filter a litre of water through a system of carbon and whatever it is. What is in it?
Yeah, it's like a microfilter basically. So it's what are they called? It's a micro squeege. And then I've got a UV pen that I'll get to kill off any kind of like viruses or anything like that come from it. So
I use UV pens to like mark up notes to make sure they're official. Out of nowhere, John Tech's pulled out another gadget and it looks a little bit ominous to me. I know it's like an anal probe or something.
Bit butt pluggish. Yeah. But no, it is very much UV.
And what does that do?
So basically it kills off any bacteria or small viruses that you might have in it. So you literally put it in for 90 seconds, you'll see it lights up in there when it hits into water.
I knew you were into disco balls.
And you just stir it around, and that basically gets rid of all the nasties that could get you ill. So I mean, you can see this water's got a little bit of iron in it, so it's a little bit yellow, but it's already been through the Soya microfilter as well, so we should be a-okay.
John Tech disco ball. looks good. What do you think, Scoops? Tech John, he's amazed me again. He's made me these porridge bags. Now this is a mixture of porridge. It's got some chocolate milk powder, chocolate bits in it.
No chocolate bits, it's got raisins.
Raisins, okay. Jumped the gun a bit there. But what's amazing is I was thinking I'm gonna have to use my teacup to eat this from, and he's just told me that these bags you can actually put boiling hot water in. You can put it in the microwave. So all you need to do is boil up 120 ml of water and put it in the bag, and you've got your breakfast ready to go. Isn't that amazing? So if you ever go away on a walking holiday, find this guy.
Armband there, I think.
Now this thing is,
smell it.
This thing, if you haven't got one of these, it came out a few years ago, but they are really good jet boils. They utilise all the heat coming out of that small gas cylinder, and can boil water in about 30 seconds. Come on, pull us up the hill. You almost done it for me. That's it, good girl. Come on. Lots of treats coming up for you if you get to the top of the hill. Bacon, sausages. Hey, Scoops, come on. Oh, what's that about?
So this is the hill out of Gromont that just keeps on giving, and old school D has had Scooby power to help him up the hill. I have not.
So John, we're on the homeward stretch. How's it been?
Yeah, really good. Bit of a climb going up that though, isn't it? Up out of Gromont.
Oh yeah, it's a good old mile uphill, non-stop.
It just keeps teasing you, making you think that you're at the top as well.
What do you think of the coast to coast overall?
Ah, it's beautiful. Genuinely, what an experience. I mean, I think the main thing for me is meeting all the random people that I got to chat to along the way and kind of make a few new friends. So it's cool, but what scenery as well.
Oh, swatch his cut.
Oh,
Scoobs in.
Don't get run over.
Would you do it again?
Would I do it again? Maybe, not in a hurry, but I would definitely do it again. I've got my eye on a few other things first.
What's next?
Well, I've had my eye on the Hadrian's Wall one for a little while, and then What was the one you were talking about? I think was
The other coast to coast, yeah.
might be the next.
Which goes to up from Arncliffe in the Arncliffe in Cumbria, I think that is. Lower part before the Lake Districts. And over to the other side. We're just going through the little forest in Littlebeck, which is really pretty actually. The path runs along the stream here.
Climb for that bacon, Betty.
Gatekeepers to the health service. When they face pressure, so does the rest of the system. We head into winter, we're all big. There's no quick fix that will ease those pressures.
Doing our seance in that room there, we were doing our seance in. 17 take some chipping. See ya! We wanna be here! Woo! 2.5 miles to go, John.
Woohoo!
How about that?
This is our sea we can finally see. Look at that.
Yeah, brilliant. Robinhoods Bay, 2.5 miles. Take some ibuprofen for my feet. They're starting to feel good. I'm up for it.
Kicking in.
Scoob's gonna have a swim in the sea, clean yourself up.
You're not having a swim in the sea as well?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get my ankles in there.
Robinhoods Bay. We have now finished with. Oh, lost the boot. The boot can't be seen in the photo, the video. No, there it is. Booted foot into the sea, so all happy. I got a blondie. Woo woo! And I got Darren as well. I'll go for a skimmer this one. Though.
Okay.
Go for a skimmer. You ready? Maybe a little bit closer. Okay, maybe a little bit closer.
Okay. I think she might have got that one.
So therein lies the end of another coast to coast adventure. It's the 4th time I've completed this. Not the whole coast to coast, but I've got to Robinhoods Bay on a walk. I've only actually done the walk once. But this time with young John.
Hello. Yeah, what a feeling. What a feeling.
What a feeling! Feel believing! Anna's walking away in embarrassment.
Yes.
I'm going to get some more photos.
Don't blame you. And there we go. And what a fantastic, look at this. How beautiful is that over there? Look, the seagulls, the mist coming off the sea, the moon. It's all there. It's all there. That's fantastic. I love that. Robinhoods Bay. He's falling asleep, looking at me. Oh, you had enough?
You still got to go a bit longer.
So we're here in Robinhoods Bay. John's done it.
Hey,
195 miles.
that's the one.
He actually said it in miles too, which he doesn't like to use.
I know, I hate it.
How many
Hate it.
kilometres is that?
Oh, it's like 255, I think. I just missed it.
Surely
there.
it's got to be more than that.
Oh, come on, here we go.
Anyway,
you're right.
what-
It's 313.
There you go. He's
313.
shortchanging himself. Got a dog. See how all these cows? They all came from the field to chase the dog. This is what happens. So if you're walking through a field and you've got a dog, it can be very scary. Obviously there's a barbed wire fence here, but it can be very scary if you don't have, if you're just there in the field, especially if they've got calves.